Well, speaking of filth mouth.
All right.
Getting back to this article, every swear word in the English language has been ranked in order of offensiveness.
Okay.
The UK's communications regulator, Ofcom, interviewed more than 200 people across the UK on how offensive they find a vast array of rude and offensive words and insults.
Okay.
People were asked their opinion on 150 words in total. I didn't even know there was 150 offensive words out there.
Some of these have got to be weak, like meanie or something.
Yeah. These include general swear words, words linked to race and ethnicity, gender and sexuality, body parts and health conditions, religious insults, sexual references, as well as certain hand gestures.
Wow.
They were asked to rate words as mild, medium, strong, or strongest.
Okay.
And this is what Ofcom found.
All right. Are you going from worst to
mild to worst?
Okay. Can I guess what the most is first, and then you can just tell me I'm wrong, and then we'll go do this?
Let me go down all the way to the bottom here and see what the worst is. The worst.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm surprised at what I'm reading here, but go ahead.
I'm going to guess, based on that criteria, that it's either cunt or nigger.
Wrong.
Both are wrong.
Both are wrong.
There's something worse than cunt or nigger.
Well, according to, let me see here. Got it all.
Okay.
That's just, I don't see that in there.
At all?
No, I didn't say it at all, as far as like the strongest of them all.
Oh, I was going to say, my God, if those two don't rank, I must be using the wrong words.
All
right, let's go, because obviously we're not on the same page.
Just trying to go down as far as I can go here to see what the very worst of the worst is, and I don't see that as being the worst of the worst.
Okay.
I think you're going to be surprised how mild, in my opinion, that the worst of the worst is.
Is it Hillary?
No, I think you're close. You're close.
Okay.
I scrolled past the strongest.
Okay.
And there's only 3 words in the strongest category.
Okay. And mine aren't any of them?
No, one of them is.
Okay. Nigger.
Nope.
No, cunt.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't want to ruin the surprise here. Let's start from the mild ones.
I think you're going to be surprised as to what people find offensive and not so offensive.
Okay.
Now, mind you, this is English.
Yeah.
So there's some words in here that are very pertinent to the English, as in from England, not English language, but from England.
Right. So it's UK based.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
All right. For general swear words, the following words were seen as mild.
Okay.
Here's one that we never use as Americans.
Okay.
Arse.
Arse? Ugh, please.
Another one we don't use as Americans. Bloody.
Bloody? Like that's bloody awful or whatever?
Yeah, bloody awful.
Yeah, okay.
Another one we don't use. Bugger.
I don't even know what that means.
That
Little?
Means to like be fucking something up. Like he was buggering her.
Okay. Not even familiar with
Again,
that.
That's another English thing. Here's one that'll surprise you totally.
Okay.
Cow.
Cow?
Cow. C-O-W.
Like she's a big fat cow?
Pretty much.
Okay.
But it's in the mild category.
Yeah, so it's okay to say that.
Crap.
Easy. Language, Neely. Can't you get a beep sound? Just play the beep.
Bad word.
Bad word.
I noticed that on that little segment that the babies put together based out of our segment of your review.
Yeah.
They bleeped every fuck word in there.
They beeped me out.
They beeped you out. But I thought it would be funny if they used the bad word.
That was one of the funniest fucking sound bites we ever had. Bad word, bad word,
Bad word.
bad word. Didn't Scott give us that?
He did.
Yeah.
I may even have that. I got to see if I have that.
Bad word.
Let me see if I have it. There it is. I have it.
All right.
Listen to this. Every time you hear a swear, instead of the swear you heard,
bad word. Remember, I used to put that into the KEIF shows.
sure.
We would do our segment and everything. Be that fucking guy, and be like, oh, that bad word. Bad word. Exactly.
Bad word.
Bad word.
All right. The next one, damn.
Okay. Fair.
Here's one that we don't use.
Okay.
And I always referred, and I always assumed this meant redhead, but they say ginger.
Okay.
Another one, git, G-I-T.
I don't even know what that one's for.
It's like retarded.
Oh, a git?
A git.
I'm going to use that.
Here's one, God, G-O-D.
God.
Oh, God.
That's a bad word?
Well, because it's religious based.
Oh.
Remember, that was part of the criteria.
So it could actually be a good word and a bad word.
True. But if you're using it in a profane way, it's offensive. Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Oh, is boy on there?
No.
Okay.
Goddamn.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Minger.
Minger.
M-I-N-G-E-R.
What does that mean?
I don't know that word at all.
Minger?
Look it up. M-I-N-G-E-R. I don't know that word at all.
An unattractive or unpleasant person or thing.
Okay. Ugly.
So Hillary Clinton is a minger.
Right.
Okay.
Here's another one. I've heard this on Monty Python, but I never knew what it meant.
Yeah.
Sod, S-O-D, off. Sod off.
Sawed off? Don't know. What does that mean?
We'll look it up.
I'm looking. It's
S-O-D off.
S-O-D off. Why don't you just sod off and leave me alone? He was here a minute ago and now he's sodded off.
Is that fucking off or fuck off?
Depart, fuck off, yeah. Fuck off, piss off for slang.
Piss off.
Yeah.
What you sod off?
Sawed off, okay.
Piss off or fuck off.
Okay.
All right. Here's the medium words.
Okay.
Arsehole.
Please.
Balls.
Balls.
Here's one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Bint. B-I-N-T.
Bint is British slang for woman or girl, but is always disparaging and offensive and signals the user as a lower class and unrefined.
Okay. Trailer trash.
Yeah, she's a bint.
Okay. Bitch.
Fair.
Bullocks.
Yeah.
Bullshit. That's more bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Bullocks. And then bullshit is right after that.
Of course.
Feck. F-E-C-K.
Don't know that one. Feck. Feck is a popular minced oath in Ireland, occupying... That can't be the word, right?
F-E-C-K.
That's it. I don't see it as a bad word. To steal? They had fecked cash out of the rector's room?
Okay.
That's the sentence they gave.
All right. Here's another one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Munter. M-U-N-T-E-R.
Munter. Munter?
I'm the munter.
What does munter mean? Here we go. What does it mean? A very unattractive person. A munter.
Okay. Munter. So this falls under the medium offensiveness.
Guess you're not allowed to say somebody's ugly.
I guess.
Fairly offensive.
Next one is something we understand, pissed or pissed off.
Right?
Next one is shit.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is son of a bitch.
Easy.
And another one that Donald Trump used. She's got big fake tits.
Tits?
Tits.
There's nothing offensive about big fake tits.
Yeah.
There's really not.
Now, here are the strong terms.
Okay, now this is like step 3 of 4?
This is step 3, yes.
Okay.
Bastard.
Okay.
Here's one that's very interesting to me that this is in the strong category.
Mm-hmm.
Beaver.
Beaver?
Beaver.
Like leave it to beaver?
No. Are you familiar with the origin of beaver?
I'm not familiar with the origin of it. I certainly know what it means.
Well, back in the, medieval days.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this very interesting because I actually had to read up on it.
Okay.
And I'm surprised that it carries forward to today's language.
Okay.
Well, back in the medieval days, women used to get like crabs.
Okay.
And like, skanky shit in their pubic hair.
Ugh.
So they would shave their pubic hair, right?
Okay. Hot.
But there was something about not having pubic hair that was sort of like something like if they didn't have it, there would be like something wrong with them.
Okay.
As opposed to today, most guys that I personally have conversed with about it would prefer no pubic hair.
Yeah, of course. Nothing wrong with that.
But back then, because they shaved their pubic hair due to the infestation,
mm-hmm.
they would have to have fake pubic hair, which would be known as a merkin.
Okay.
And it was made out of a beaver pelt.
Ugh.
So they would cut
glue it on?
They would cut a piece of beaver pelt
and glue it to their pussy?
And basically replace their pubic hair with a beaver pelt. And so that's called a beaver, referring to the vag.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of weirdo shit is that?
But it was called a merkin. It was basically a pussy toupee.
Nice. Isn't it weird how much culture there is around the pussy? That's a cultural story. Let me tell you a cultural story.
All right.
The worst insult that you can say in Korea is and this will start a fight anytime you say it, as I can show you broken fingers to prove.
Okay.
If you look a guy in the eye and you say ini shimi pekpojida, if you say that in Korean, that translates roughly to your mother has a bald pussy.
All right.
And the significance to that was when the Japanese invaded Korea.
Okay.
They captured the women, and to mark the women, they shaved their pussies while they were raping the women.
All right.
And that was how they could tell if the women were Korean or Japanese. They would have them strip, and if they had a bald pussy or a shaved pussy, then they knew that those were okay to rape.
All right.
Those were rapables, as I will call them.
They're rapies.
They were rapables.
Okay.
But that's like a big cultural thing over there, and it will start. How long ago was that that Japan invaded Korea?
Right.
Fucking hundreds of years ago. But you still, to this day, you say "imi shimi pekpojida," and they will fucking lose their goddamn shit over it.
All right.
Because I used to do it all the time to like cab drivers, and I'd get them yelling, and then I wouldn't pay the cab fare.
Okay.
I would just start all kinds of problems. Anything to get out of paying that $2.
Right. $2.
Fuck you, pal.
Right. All right. There's going to be a few in here you're going to have to look up.
All right.
The next one is something we've used, beef curtains.
Yeah. Well, I don't need to look that one up.
All right. Here's the one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Blend. BELLEND.
Urban Dictionary. That is British slang for glands, penis, or penis head.
Okay, you blend?
Saddam Hussein is a blend, as seen on the Ali G show.
I don't know. That just doesn't sound like all that offensive.
Well, you call him a cockhead.
Or a dickhead.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what it is.
All right. Here's another one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Blood clat. It's all one word. C-L-A-A-T. Blood clat.
A-A-T?
Yeah, C-L-A-A-T. Blood clat.
Blood clat refers to a woman's menstrual period and the device used to soak up that blood, such as a tampon.
you tampon?
Oh, go suck a blood clat.
Would you put a blood clat in your mouth if you could fuck Stevie Nicks?
No, I would. I'd be all about some blood clat in the mouth.
Right.
Stevie Nicks puss.
Sure. Here's another one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Clung. C-L-U-N-G-E.
A clung or clunge?
C-L-U-N-G-E. Let's
see what that is. Urban Dictionary. The British name for vagina. The clung.
Let me plug your clung.
I smashed that girl's clung good and proper.
She pissed me off so bad I punched her in the clung.
Punched her right in the clung. Not the lung, the clung.
Right.
How do you say that word?
I think it's clung.
C-L-U-N. Like change would be j. So maybe it's clunge.
Clunge?
I'm thinking it's clunge because like change.
Okay.
I'm going to say clunge.
All right.
I punched her in the clunge.
Right.
I smashed that girl's clunge good and proper.
Right.
Hashtag cunt, hashtag vagina, hashtag gash, hashtag twat, hashtag pussy.
Right. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Good evening, guys. It's Toby here, calling from the Middle East.
Hello, Toby. How are you from the Middle East?
I'm good. I'm busy. I'm actually at work at the moment, and they got the instructors leaving their classroom. So I just wanted to pull you guys up. That thing about there on Bellend, actually Bellend.
Bellend?
The end of a bell.
Okay.
It's Bellend. Don't be such a bellend. Being, it's like such a, don't be such a cock. And it's you could, fairly jocular, you could refer to it, among men, saying, I've got bad case of balanitis on my bell end. So it's just a pronunciation thing. I had to call that in.
What about while you're on the phone real quick, is it clung or clunge? Do you know
I have never heard that one. But that's another UK one, is it? I just caught turn the radio off just there. Clung.
It's British for vagina.
Might be a new one. Let me go and ask the teachers. Hang on a second. I'll just go down the corridor here and
all right.
Hey, Bill, is clung? What does clung mean? Have you ever heard the expression plum being fanny or pussy or something? Vaguely. Maybe Louis will know. Louis is a young millennial. Lou,
all right.
Clung. If I called you a clung, what would that mean? It doesn't mean pussy or nothing. Clunge. Clunge means pussy. Right. With an E. Yeah, Louis from, yeah. Yeah, I know what that means, but if you call it a clunge, she had a nice clunge. Excellent. There you go, fellas. It's a J, yeah.
Oh, nice. I like getting schooled in England.
That's what degrees and modern education gets you. I mean, we've there we are. We've managed to, the youth of today managed to crack that one. Pretty good.
Awesome.
Holy shit, that's funny. God damn. Oh, that was offensive in the
They're all going to be asking me now, like, who the hell are you talking to? Were you talking to management or something like that? I was phoning a radio program.
And you say, stop being such a clunge.
Oi, Chudley, you're a right clunge. Nothing. Don't worry about it. No, he understands it as well. He's 50.
Oh, my God.
Perfect.
All right. I'll leave you guys to it. Hail and kill. Oh, have a good evening. It's been good listening so far.
All right. Jeez.
Thank God we got those educators in the Middle East to solve these mysteries.
How fucking funny is that? Somebody all the way on the other side of the world is correcting us on our English.
on our poor pronunciation of dickhead in Britain.
So good.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh shit. I got tears in my eyes. Oh fuck, that's funny.
God damn it.
Oh man. The next one's easy.
All right.
Cock.
Heard of it.
Dick.
Heard of it.
Dickhead.
Okay.
Fanny.
Fanny?
Yeah, that's usually ass.
Yeah, I know what that should be in the mild.
Yeah, I would think so.
Fanny.
How about this one? Flaps.
Like
Meat flaps.
skin flaps.
Yeah,
or meat
skin
flaps?
flaps. Yes.
Yeah.
This one, gash.
Yeah.
Knob.
Knob.
Instead of being the penis head, knob.
Yeah.
Here's one you might have to look up.
All right.
Minge. M-I-N-G-E.
Minge. Let's see what that is. A minge is not the actual vagina, but the hair surrounding the area.
It's a merkin.
On the labia majora and the pubic mound. Loose, shaggy hair that is not neatly trimmed and may be a little fragranced with girl perfume.
That's what I don't like about a girl who's got a bush is they got that smell of stale pee.
I like this that they call that girl perfume in quotes.
Minge.
You want to hear the You want to hear the sentence?
I do.
All right, here we go. The sentence is, my minge is so sweaty and tufts of hair are coming out the sides of my pants.
Oh,
Perhaps I should get a Brazilian.
She's got a tarantula in her shorts.
Perhaps I should get a Brazilian.
Yeah. Wax that shit.
Jesus Christ, mixing a brawn on that pussy.
Wow.
Shit. A lot of girl perfume going on there.
Ugh.
Mix in a John Deere, you hairy cunt. Jesus Christ.
You need a weed whacker. You get a tarantula in your shorts.
God damn it, my pussy keeps breaking the string.
The next one, not pretty common. Prick.
Yeah.
The next one, the only place I've heard this is on a movie called The Sweetest Thing. Punani.
The punani.
Punani.
What about, didn't she say in Good Morning Vietnam?
I don't know. It might be.
When she's, hey, GI, you know, and she says
Sure.
the give me the punani. You want the punani.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one, very common. Pussy.
Heard of it.
Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
And twat.
Twat is number one. Oh, no, there's one more level, right?
Yeah, there's one more level into the strongest.
Okay. All right. So twat doesn't make strongest. Okay.
There's only 3 in the strongest.
Okay.
Cunt.
Of course.
Fuck.
Okay.
And motherfucker.
No nigger, huh?
No nigger.
I would have thought nigger because you said that racial stuff could be in
It
there.
did. It did say that.
But there was none.
There was none.
There was none. No faggot.
Nope.
No man ass.
Nothing like that.
No.
Words rated as mild were thought to be okay to use around children,
Okay.
whereas medium words were seen by most to be potentially unacceptable before 9 p.m. watershed.
What?
Before, it's almost like safe harbor.
Harbor?
Yeah, exactly. The vast majority thought the strong words should definitely be saved for after 9 p.m.
Okay. Well, that's good.
For sexual insults, most words were rated as strong.
Mm.
The only words rated as mild or medium were bonk.
Bonk?
Bonk.
Like I'm going to bonk that bitch?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Another one similar, shag.
Yeah. All right.
Here's one, slapper.
What does that one mean?
Slapper.
Look that one up.
Slapper.
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 An ugly girl whose main priority in life is to get fucked.
Ooh, trailer trash.
Nah, man, she's just a dirty slapper.
Yeah.
Or Kelly is a slapper.
Right.
Okay.
Another one that we've heard, tart.
Tart, yeah.
Words rated strong were bukkake.
Really?
Bukkake.
Okay.
Cocksucker.
Okay.
Dildo.
Okay.
Jizz.
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 Just seems like such a nice guy.
Jizz.
Yeah, Jizzy.
Yeah. Jizz.
Jizz.
Too funny. What was the next one here? Ho, H-O.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one you're going to have to look up.
All right.
Nounce. Nonce.
Nonce or nounce?
Nounce.
That's I think it's nonce.
Nonce.
Nonce, and that is slang for a pedophile. That Gary Glitter bloke, he's a right nonce.
Okay. That's offensive. Okay. The next one is prick teaser.
Wow.
Here's one we used earlier as part of your Korean story.
Okay.
Rapey.
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 He's a rapey. A guy who's creepy and hugs or kisses inappropriately. He has a rapist lure. You don't think you would do it, but definitely gives off that vibe, i.e. creepy hugger at the office.
Joe Biden.
And then, wow. They have like a whole scene written out for this. Louisa. Ooh, Al just hugged me. Mary Beth. Ew, gross. Louisa. I know, he's so rapey. Mary Beth. Yeah, total rape fest.
Okay. Next one, another common one.
By the way, you can buy a shirt that says
rapey.
I love it.
The next one, fairly common, skank.
Right.
Another one that I know of, I think this means like fat, slutty chick, slag.
Slag, let's look it up.
SLAG.
Number one, an individual who cares not for relationships beyond the realm of the sexual.
Right.
These people sleep with many partners, not caring about anything, save for the moment of climax. Yeah, and all the rest is about trash. So.
Okay.
Your wife has been a nasty slag all along. I knew she was trouble from the moment I first laid her. What kind of fucking sentence is that?
Slut.
Okay.
Wanker.
Okay.
And whore.
Whore, okay.
Ofcom, which says this has been the most in-depth research yet, found that TV viewers are becoming less tolerant of racist and discriminatory language. Most words relating to gender and sexuality and race and ethnicity were seen as strong, whereas most relating to disability were seen as mild or medium.
Well, that's good. Tim James can still be fucked with.
Right. So there you go. There's some strong and medium and mild offensive words for you.
Well, that was enlightening.
So we want to thank our friend Magnus.
Yeah, thanks, Magnus. That was actually
for bringing us up to speed.
Thanks, Magnus, and of course, thanks, Toby, and the fellow educators there in Qatar for
sure
putting us out there.
Who says that the CMS isn't educational?
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, we got professors calling in.
Yeah, all the way from across the world.
10,000 miles from
here.
Hey,
listen, I'm listening to you between classes.
Yeah.
I need to correct you fellas on something.
All right. The fuck? How did this happen with this show? It's me and you having a fucking phone call.
Oh, it's too silly.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it's too funny.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I want to play one song.
All right.
We'll come back. I got to get a drink.
Okay.
And then I got 2 or 3 topics to cover, and then it's done.
Jesus. Okay.
We flew by.
Yeah, we did.
I'm going to let you pick a tune.
All right. I'm going to pick Vicious Rumors.
Okay.
How about Hellraiser from the self-titled album?
All right. Here we go. Vicious Rumors. Vicious. There we are. Thought I had it here a second ago. Oh, there we are. Vicious Rumors. And from what album is it?
Self-titled. Vicious Rumors, Vicious Rumors.
What's it called? Hellraiser?
Hellraiser.
No, I don't think I have that.
Really? Do you have Vicious Rumors, the self-titled album?
No.
No. Do you? What do you have from Vicious?
Oh, there
Rumors?
it is. I got it. I do have it.
Okay.
Hellraiser. Okay.
Yep.
We can do that. All right. We're going to play just one tune. We'll be back. I got some kind of funny shit to cover. Chris actually contributed via a fan.
Yeah, this was something.
We'll close the show out with it, but I think you're going to have to stick around for it. So here's Vicious Rumors exclusively here
On your classic metal show.
Hey, this is Jeff Thorpe of Vicious Rumors, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.